Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Dross here with another episode in a Rose Kingdoms Let's Play. And for this one, guys, we actually got a community project in mind. So before we actually get to that, maybe you guys have noticed, yeah, I added a few more details. Where'd that creeper come from? But yeah, guys, so I ended up just going around, and I always thought I was gonna do this in a live stream, but one day I was just, just chilling back, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I think I get a little bit more work done if I just go ahead and just put something on and watch or listen to and just work on this area. And I was able to actually finish the sheep farm finally after how long, guys? How long? Which has actually been quite a while, but I think it came out pretty good. I added some custom trees. I really like how that one came out, and then just some over here on the sides. I ended up making this little shed for it, that way they could come in here and sleep, or when it's cold, or just whenever. They got this little area right here, just a little bit different, something different for the area. I really like this area though, right here with the water, and then we got some over there. But yeah, guys, so it's just some path blocks right here. I added some wool, some brown wool, just to give it, you could also use, I guess, like coarse dirt and stuff like that to give it this effect. But something that I found out is just using brown wool gives it a lot of detail, especially over there. Yeah, looks actually pretty cool. But yeah, guys, so I'm only gonna have around 3 sheep over here, and I still need to finish the actual building for this area. But for right now, I think it's working just fine. And then yeah, so I continue the path going to the sides all the way to the back, and then coming around. And to be honest, this was actually a lot of work. I used probably like 4 stacks, I think, of vines in order to get the actual cobblestone and stone bricks right here. And right here I'll be building a tree. I don't know who took down this little thing that I had to mark off a tree, and somebody built a little water fountain. But that's something I'll be doing in probably another episode. I don't know if I'll do that in a stream or in an episode. But yeah, guys, so something before we actually head out to show you guys where I have everything going on. I realized that Clint actually left me a little present. So if we open it up, he left me some seeds, some wheat, and an actual enchanted golden apple. So thank you, Clint. It's pretty cool, man. That's the first one of the server, or at least for me. I haven't noticed anyone else get one, and I think he ended up catching, or getting, not get catching, but getting this one. And I think it's like a spider farm that he found, like around there. He marked it off. I took that down, and I just left a marker on the ground with some cobblestone, that way he can know where it is. But yeah, it's actually really cool. Thank you, Clint. I don't know if you could get like an achievement or something like that, but since we have the add-ons, I don't know if they're gonna work. Another thing that I wanted to do was bring some diamonds for Ghost. He mentioned that he actually had some diamonds go missing, and I told them instead of going back to a previous save, that way some of the other members wouldn't lose some of their progress, I told them that I would come over here and just give them some of my diamonds in order to make up for it. So let's see if we could find his chest, and it seems like it's right here. So I promised him the 20 diamonds that he missed out, and yeah, so now he has actually almost a stack of diamonds. He has a lot more than me, that's for sure. And since we're pretty close to the area, let's come and see if we made any sales, although I doubt it. I haven't seen anybody online, and it seems like we haven't. I don't know if you're scaring people away, Mr. Cap, but it seems like we don't have any sales. Maybe because it's a dangerous place right here. Look at that, we're still missing a block right there, a slab. But alright, guys, no sales so far, but I'm pretty sure once people start building stuff and get a little bit more busy, then we might get some more sales. So the area that we're gonna be working on today is gonna be this one right here. So which is almost, no, not quite in the middle, but it's close to the middle of the area right here. And what I wanted to do was just build like a custom tree, maybe somewhere around here in the middle, and that way we can have like a bulletin board and stuff like that around here. And this custom tree, guys, is actually going to be pretty big. I got one right there, one right there that are like fairly big, but this one I feel like it's going to be a little bit bigger, and it's going to be something new that I haven't tried. So in order to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and gather some of the materials, like some of the wood and leaf blocks, and yeah, we're gonna get busy. All right, so it seems like we don't have enough wood, guys. We only got 31 oak logs, and I decided to make it oak. I kind of like the stripped oak, to be honest, so I think we're gonna go ahead and do this right here, but yeah, we don't have any. And then leaves, I actually used plenty of them, so I think I'll be using the oak leaves as well. They're a little bit more brighter and a little bit more green, but it seems like yeah, we don't have quite enough. But the good thing is that I have this over here, and I think this is actually gonna give us enough leaves and enough wood. So what I like doing, guys, is just placing all these oak trees in like in a row, and then I like just placing like scaffolding or something like this, and then just using some shears, and if we can make them right here, and then just go kind of like in layers, you know. And then this is how I like getting my leaves. Although something that we need to work on getting is like a hoe, a diamond hoe or something like that. That way we could just use that instead of having shears and wasting all the iron. But the thing is that yeah, we need a silk touch for that, guys, and to get silk touch and a hoe, I don't know how, you know, if our odds are okay, but I'm just gonna take the rest of this down, and hopefully it's gonna give us enough materials to actually build the tree. Oh yeah, and don't forget to actually leave some leaves, guys. That way you could get all your saplings back, and you could actually restart and yeah, and start planting them again. And this is kind of like the only time that I really like just planting trees, or at least oak trees, to make them grow big, you know, and stuff like that, because obviously we get a lot of more leaves. And just doing it this way, it kind of, you know, it doesn't make them too hard to cut down and everything, because usually for oak trees and stuff like that, in order to prevent them from growing too big, you could always place, I believe, like it's a stone, is it like 10 blocks up or 8 blocks or something like that, and it'll stop it from actually growing to the biggest tree, which is kind of really annoying, like I mentioned before. But if you're actually gonna get leaves from it, then it just makes it really easy to cut them down from the top, and yeah, and then just start gathering all the leaves and just using them for building. So it's a little tip that, just in case you guys didn't know, well, now you know. Alright, guys, so out of all that, I ended up getting 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stacks of leaves. And then we also ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess 5.5 stacks of wood. So yeah, we actually got quite a bit, and I think I ended up getting like 51 saplings back, which is pretty decent, guys. So that's the way to do it if you guys want to get a bunch of oak and some leaves as well. So now that we're over here in the area, guys, now that I'm looking at it, I might actually have to take that building down, or we might actually be able to build around it. But for sure, I think I'm gonna end up taking this one out. It seems like there's nothing in there, there's nobody in there, and then yeah, work in this area. So unfortunately I have to take some of these down, as well as that oak tree, and as well as maybe digging some of this dirt a little bit back. And yeah, because we don't want it this level. I actually want to push this a little bit more back, and then that way at least that area could be a little bit higher than normal. So if we do it this way, we're gonna get a bunch of dirt back and just level it out. So our axe is not looking too good, guys. Yeah, it's actually almost done down here. But before I fix it, I actually want to see if we could get any more enchantments, and then maybe we could put them together. Oh, silk touch. See, if we had 30 levels, that actually come in handy pretty good. So this one just has smite 4. Should we go for, I can't even get, I need 18 levels in order to use fortune 2. Ah, man, guys, see, this is why we need a lot of levels. So I decided just to use the fortune 1, and I ended up getting efficiency 2 as well. So if we combine these guys, it's just gonna once again just This one was 8 and this one was 8 as well, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just go ahead and do that. And now we got fortune 1, efficiency smite 4, efficiency 2, so it's just gonna be a little bit better. It's not like a big upgrade, but at least we were able to fix it, and as well add a couple more enchantments. And then maybe later on. And the reason that I went for fortune 1 was because it's actually gonna take quite a while to what's it called, get the 30 levels, and then at the same time I needed to, you know, just go for it. And now we're gonna be able to chop the rest of the wood, and that's why I kind of went overboard and almost broke the axe, guys, because I was getting a bunch of stripped oak log. That way we could make it into the stripped oak wood. And something that really sucks that I didn't notice is that you're not able to strip these right here, oak wood. You're not able to strip them, so you literally got to put them down and then craft them up. So that's kind of a little bit annoying, guys, but now we have our wood right here for the actual tree. So I took down the building, and then just, you know, extended this area right here to make it a little bit more flat. And I believe there's gonna be, where is it? You guys see that? I think there's a pane somewhere around here. Can we find it? Right there. There we go, guys. We actually found it. They're basically invisible, but yeah, so I'm gonna start just building it and just go for it, guys. Like, I don't really have a way to do this tree. These over here, there's like a pattern to them. This one, to be honest, I have no clue how I'm gonna do it. Monster! No more monsters in the area. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go for it and see if I could come up with like a good design, and just to make it, I don't know, make it stand out a little bit. For this one, I'm just winging it, but I think it's coming out okay, guys. So one of the trees that I wanted to do, or at least for this one, was where the actual grass just, or not grass, but leaves. How is this grass, guys? It's green too, so leave me alone. All right, so yeah, I don't know, I just like how it like hangs over. And it just does that like on the edges. I don't want to do it like in the inside, although maybe I might do some here and there, but just adding some of these branches just going into the corners like this really helps out. And then I'm not gonna put any leaves under the actual wood, that way if you're under it, you could, like, it could show a little bit. But now right here for the actual edges, guys, to be honest, I don't know what to do other than to make it like just circular, and then just maybe adding different layers. I think this is it's gonna work out this way, but yeah, I'm just going for it, so I don't know if it's gonna work, but hopefully it just does. Maybe one right there, because the whole point is just to make it not Minecrafty, if that makes any sense. Just trying something different, right? And I think that one's gonna end up hanging down. And then this one, like that maybe. And then for sure we're gonna have to add some here, but actually I'm gonna add like a layer. That way if you're looking from the bottom, it could be a little bit different. And then we could go ahead and then just maybe add these a little bit higher. And then just make it work, maybe like that. I think I'm gonna have to cover that one. This is the one that's gonna be a little bit more complicated since it's like really low compared to the other ones, but I think that's gonna work out overall. And then once I have this, then it's just gonna make it a little bit easier. For example, right here I might actually add some more layers just by you know, maybe just putting it like right there, and I don't want to go like literally right here in the middle. I kind of want to leave that area open, and then that way I could just close it off at the top. But so far so good. I don't know how this is gonna look, guys. I just made it a little bit circular, and then I had to make it too much into a point. So let's actually go down here, and then the inside, it's a little bit hollow. Maybe we could add some lanterns here and there just to make it seem like, you know, it's kind of glowing at night or something. But if we go down here, I haven't seen it yet, guys. I'm still not done though. I still need to add some more stuff on the sides, but okay, yeah, that's not what I was looking for. Oh man, this is so bad. Alright, so maybe we could just work on this area and then just start adding some of these. Wow, That's really bad, guys. That's not good at all. But I think once I start making these go down a little bit, I think it's gonna look a little bit better. The thing is that yeah, we're actually using quite a bit of oak leaves, but it doesn't matter. That's the whole reason that I ended up getting some, right? After adding this right here, making the actual trunk a little bit thicker, I think that really helps, as well as using some of these fence posts. I don't know, it just adds so much detail, guys. It looks way better. And then I also extended the top, and then I cut some of the bottom, like the bottom leaf block in each of the hanging branches, and it just looks so much better. It looks way better than it did before. So I think this actually did a lot for it right here. I also did the path a little bit just to get an idea of, you know, what it's gonna be like. So actually here on the sides, I don't know if I should add maybe some flowers or maybe some benches, like right here on the sides. I still need to figure that out, guys. I might add some benches right here because I actually want to start placing, and I do have some. I do want to start placing the actual bulletin board that we're gonna be using, and maybe we're gonna have to actually line it up with this, which is right here, and then just make it kind of like in the middle, right? So 1 2 3, so it's one in between, so right there. And then just by adding the actual bulletin board, which to be honest, I have no clue how I'm gonna do it. Well, I didn't want to do that, but it's gonna go somewhere around here, guys, and I think it's gonna work out good. I actually want to make this like around 3, and right now this is not gonna be the actual bulletin board. I just want to get an idea where it's gonna be like. That way when we actually add it, or I don't know, guys, just like when I draw, I kind of like sketching also in Minecraft. It just really helps out, right? So just kind of like laying down a foundation of what I want to do. It just gives me an idea of what to do when I finish it. So it just lays down the picture, and then from here on it's all about doing it. So this would be 3 by 1 2 3 4 5, so that would be 15 areas, and then we might have enough room to do some decoration, so maybe right here, and then something right here as well. And this house is not gonna be here, guys. I'm gonna take this down, and then this is gonna be a good area actually for a building, but I think for right now it's gonna, I don't know, it's gonna look good, guys. So I think I'm just gonna do a big update, and I'm just gonna work on this area and just finish it, and then see where we could go from there. And there we go, guys. I did it. It's a monster. No, it's a baby monster. But yeah, I worked a little bit on the area. I didn't do too much, but I did work on it. I added the signs already. That way it's just gonna be a bulletin board. So, you know, like let's say you want something and you want the rest of the server to know, you could just go ahead, break a sign, replace it, put your name on it, or just put something there. And then yeah, so later on I'm planning on putting like maybe chests around here, that way just in case it's like items or something that you want, or you know, in exchange or something, you guys could always use this right here. On the other side I did a map, so I actually went around and yeah, just to load up all the maps, and it's gonna give us a really good like picture of the area, guys. I really like how this one is literally right in the middle. So it's literally right in the middle of the map, which is actually pretty cool. So it kind of makes sense. So yeah, I didn't plan it, guys, I promise. It just came out that way. But something that I wanted to bring up to the members of the server. So like I mentioned before, we're gonna do castles, right? Everybody's gonna do their own castle, but I don't want, like, I prefer if you guys don't go too far to do your castle, just because once the new update hits, I'll be deleting or trying, like, so I'm not making any promises, but I think there's a way to actually delete part of the world and then just keep right here spawn, and that way when the new update hits and we load up the new area, or like wherever, you know, whatever I cut off, it's gonna be part of the new update, if that makes any sense. So there's there's gonna be like caves and mountains around us, which is gonna give us something to explore. Instead of going like really far away, we could just have it really close. And something that I noticed while making these maps right here was that we could actually fit our castles in this area, guys. So I actually had plans of doing my castle somewhere around this area right here outside of the map, but just by looking at this map right here in general, this 3x3, I realized this is my house right here, that I could actually do my castle in this area, in this map, literally this map right here. And then I know Ghost said that he wanted to do his castle right here behind his actual house, and this is his house right there. This is his stable, so it'd be like right here, perfect amount, you know, space. It's basically, I think, a 3x3 chunk in this area. I believe that's how it goes by. I'm not making any promises, to be honest. I have no clue, but I think that's how it works, or an 8x8, something around there. But it gives you like a really good space to make a castle. And then I don't know the other guys. I know Dark Vigilant and Grungy, they were working together, and it seems like they got something going on right here. But they could always make maybe their castle here, you know what I mean? They could make it here, or they could even make it here or here. So it's just different areas that you could work, as well as Clint's. So if you guys make your castle within this 3x3 map, it'd be really cool just seeing like this whole area, and just, you know, being inspired by the other person. So I don't know, I thought that was a cool idea. I don't know if you guys are willing to do that. It's not that you guys have to, but it's just an idea throwing out there. If you guys already have plans, then go ahead and do them. It was just something that, you know, it just would work out overall, just having this whole map right here, and just make it, you know, a little bit more interesting. But like I said, it's not something that you guys have to do, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do that just because I want the actual castle to fit in this area, because we could always make it bigger, but I don't know, guys. I think this is a good size because we could always, you know, like take a step backwards, or, you know, expand it a little bit. But I kind of like this idea for myself, so not speaking in behalf of the other members, but I thought that was really cool. But yeah, guys, so just to finish off this area, decided to outline it with some bushes right here, as well as this path. I ended up connecting it over here. This one actually went a little bit further that way, so I just ended up you know, just changing it up a little bit, making it line up right here with the actual bridge. And as we continue this way, the path goes that way, and then I stopped like around here just in case, you know, depending, like this area right here is free space for anybody, so anybody could do like a building or whatever, as well as over here, that building doesn't have to stay, and we're gonna have to figure out what to put in this area. So that's something that I don't know, I need to think of, but I kind of like this area. I decided to add benches, and something that I was working with was some of the mini blocks, because if you could sit on them, and I was thinking of maybe placing them, you know, pushing them with the actual piston to be in the inside of a block. First I tried stairs, it didn't work with stairs, and I tried these right here, and they didn't work either because they just stick out too much, you know. Yeah, so it wasn't gonna work. But now these are just, you know, make-believe chairs, so we could just pretend that, you know, we're sitting down. So actually it's not bad, like just right here, it's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I decided to add one in either side of the tree, that way, you know, if you're tired, you know, stopping by right here in the middle. So I don't know, I thought it was gonna be pretty cool, so I really like just outlining this area in the bushes. It gives you like a canvas of the area, and it just works out overall, especially with the buildings. Obviously these don't have to stay, depending on what we do later on. Like I mentioned before, this is just a canvas, but I kind of like how this ties up all together. So overall, guys, I'm pretty happy with the area. And was I gonna say something else? Oh yeah, so I ended up actually enchanting, or not enchanting, but ended up getting 2 Mendy books. I added one to my diamond pickaxe, and one to my diamond shovel, since it's the two that I go through the most. And so I've been just you know, AFKing, getting some sugar cane, and then I ended up just breeding some of these villagers. I got these guys, and we actually got quite a few that I need to work with, because I need the right books in order, you know. So if you guys are watching this, please don't mess with the villagers. you know, I got things planned, so hopefully you guys don't trade or like come out with your own traits and stuff like that. I got 3 villagers in there that already have. These guys are picking up like, you know, barrels from like I don't know where, I don't know how though, since they don't have like a path in order to find them, but they seem to be finding them. So yeah guys, so please don't mess with them, that way I could work with them. I'm actually gonna do this probably on the next episode. I'm gonna change this building right here and I'm gonna make it into like a library, so hopefully you guys understand. But yeah guys, so that's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know we didn't really do much, but at the same time we did by just adding a little bit more atmosphere, just having that tree in the center of the shopping center. So I don't know, I think it just works out overall. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Dross